I've never been a big like jeans wearer, but I was thinking of getting myself some blue jeans, like the American Eagle,
Yeah.
the American Eagle jeans,
Where are you
man.
going with this? Yeah.
Because that commercial, it came to me through sensationalist media, and man, what a great ad campaign! I think.
Yeah, it was
Do you
good.
think on
It wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
do you think that on purpose, like they knew that it was going to do that? Like it was going to be
Uh,
such a uproar?
no, I don't. I don't think so. But maybe because she's one of the celebrities in demand at the moment, and I thought they used a very good play on words.
Yeah,
Notice the word play, like trying to be playful, not insulting or making fun of other people's genes, right? As in biological genes. So I thought they put together something that definitely in the 90s or early 2000s would have been considered in an advertising case study, because once upon a time I studied advertising and we used different campaigns as case studies, and I'm pretty sure it would have been used as a solid example of an advertising campaign and not a destructive, divisive piece of content or opinion that's out to take over and offend the world. I mean, that's just ludicrous.
yeah, exactly. I think they could cement that campaign with some different types of genes, and just get some different models with different genes and so forth. I reckon that'd be hilarious. That's brand.
Dude, yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually, as a follow up. And I guess have the color of the rainbow of humankind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just as if the whole media or mainstream media landscape just turning into one giant tabloid, which once upon a time, I remember when I was quite young, seeing actual tabloid newspapers that had really
Yeah,
weird things, Bigfoot, Swamp Thing, or giant babies. It just had this really bizarre headliners and news content, and it really appealed for a niche audience that wanted to digest that kind of content. I don't know whether they believed it or not, or they just thought it was fun, or like Men in Black,
yeah,
where they said this is where the real news is, stuff like that. But it did not have a place in mainstream media, because at the end of the day, it's about being more informed with worldly events, what's happening.
yeah. Like a respected profession, you know.
Yeah,
The journalist profession, like it was something that you studied. You were like an intern. You learn about it, on in the field, like how to investigate things. And now like everything has become like the tabloids, where it's like when you go on the mainstream websites and stuff, you get these tabloid articles just thrown at you, like over top of actual factual articles. Unless those factual articles can be like sensationalized, yeah, it's basically like everything is like everything's sensationalized as much as possible.
it is, and maybe it's because of the demand, the monetary demand or the revenue demand to just churn and pump content. So reference checks or deep methodical frameworks with journalism, and finding the truth before publishing, or is sort of now out the window, because it's just about getting the content out there and trying to spin a story, and any story, because it gets eyeballs and it gets them quick.
Yeah, exactly. It's obviously it's all about making money, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter whether it's true or not. Like there's so many stories that are just totally made up, and they get a lot of views.
Yep.
So I just wonder, like, what will happen in the future? Like, if this continues, which I think is just going to continue. But I reckon there'll be like a divide again of like people going back to like standard media or just worrying about their local area because they just don't know what's true or not around the world anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely takes a lot more processing and brain power to kind of like cipher through news or filter, check way more sources. I mean, then again, who has time for that? I mean, I know there's other platforms that try to do a better job of, testing or scoring the integrity of sources and what's being presented. I think the fundamental issue is that it's happening in mainstream media. Like it really shouldn't be. Ooh, that was a good play. It really shouldn't be happening at this level. I think that's a disservice to information for humanity, and then getting blindsided or distracted, like you said earlier. We just content that just really does not do anything at the end of the day. I mean, who cares if who cares about this commercial? It's all that matters about this commercial is they put it out for the intent to try to sell their jeans in a creative manner. It wasn't overly sexualized. They took a celebrity that's hot right now, and they did a play on words. Like, what is wrong with that?
Yeah.
You either buy the jeans or you don't. That is the whole equation of that advertising campaign. There's nothing offensive. And if you're offended by it, man, you really have not been in the world and seen poverty or taken chances or met people, spoke to people, have different cultures, travel. Like, you're just missing out. If that offends you, then you need to broaden your filters, I think.
Yeah, well, I think that it's designed to offend people, and getting offended creates comments and views and all that sort of stuff. And the thing with like AI coming out now as well is it's quite hard to tell what's real or not when it comes to news articles now. So
that's a whole other conversation altogether, I reckon. Whole other conversation. I just think it's a complete disservice to humanity that, get that. Deactivate it. Oh, no.
Yeah, there's that guy in the corner there. Get that guy in the corner.
Oh, that was a great throw. Took him out.
Here we go. Fun in progress.
I just wonder when and if we can just get back to a point where news can just be better and more intelligently presented, and these types of content are just not in the minds of people. But fundamentally, that is the problem with the internet. You can get anything and everything out there, which means it makes perfect sense where we are right now with this. I'm not saying silence people. I'm just saying perhaps better education towards what people should find a little bit more relevant in particular platforms and forums. And if that behavior changes, then we should start seeing a shift where people are not wasting their time in these conversations. These types of news updates are not making any money because people are just like, why am I seeing this? Who cares?
Yeah.
And that should then shift the conversation away from it, where mainstream media outlets just go, don't even pump that garbage out there because it's a waste of airspace.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that would just happen though, like when people just decide to not care about it anymore.